Well, hi everybody. Good morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski here on this busy Monday morning, anticipating what's coming here for the rest of this week. Today, quiet, partly to mostly sunny skies, a little bit of a breezy wind. We had a cold front come through last night. It's now to our southeast, so it will be a little cooler today, but still above average. Enjoy it because it's the best day of this week. Monday, not always the best day, but this week it is going to be the best day. Already late this afternoon, snow could start to fall in parts of the panhandle of Nebraska and then spread through western Nebraska this evening. So snow gets to falling. Winds, they will start to pick up overnight tonight. So by tomorrow morning, they're fairly blustery. Snow continues in northern and western Nebraska, starts to move into the Tri-Cities area by early tomorrow morning around 6 to 8 o'clock in the morning. Meanwhile, just to the southeast, might still be warm enough. There could be some rain and maybe just a small brief period of time of freezing rain. I don't think it'll be a significant issue of icing, but there could be just a brief window of time where there could be some freezing rain. Taking you into the day tomorrow here, we're going to be looking at those the snow showers spreading eastward here. Snow getting heavier. Wind speeds fairly strong tomorrow. So blizzard, or at least near blizzard conditions, are going to be possible. I don't think we'll see a full-blown blizzard, but blowing snow is going to cause some problems. Meanwhile, still rain in southeast Nebraska. Something to keep in mind in Lincoln, there are 3 football games going on tomorrow in classes C2, C1, and B at the state championship games at Memorial Stadium. Now, rain for the early game. The first game, I believe that's C2, but I could be wrong there, so don't quote me on that. Actually, I think it might be C1. I'm not even sure. I have to look that up. But whichever game is the first one that goes on in the morning and early afternoon hours, that might be more of a rain event, but then the snow spreading into eastern Nebraska as well during the afternoon hours, so there could be snow for the rest of the day in eastern Nebraska. Out west, snow starting to wind down to flurries or very light snow. Look at the winds, even stronger towards the end of the day tomorrow, so blowing snow. Your commute tomorrow, if you're going to be out and about, heading home from work tomorrow afternoon, gonna be a rough one out there. Meanwhile, low pressure just south of Omaha will scoot off to the northeast Tuesday night, taking the best chance of snow with it. Snow should wind down by about midnight in the Tri-Cities, lasting through the late overnight hours into eastern Nebraska, but by early tomorrow or early Wednesday morning should be out of the area. But the other thing I want to note, and I even take this back a little bit here, look at the arrows here. As we get into Wednesday night, the winds may be just as strong, if not stronger. Sorry, Tuesday night, not Wednesday night, but the winds may be even stronger overnight. So even as snow is winding down, blowing snow could still be a problem and cause poor visibility on roadways out there. So that's something to keep in mind. By early on Wednesday morning here, I think most of the winds will be lighter. They won't be gone. It'll still be breezy, but the winds won't be as strong. So the blowing snow may not be as big of a concern early on Wednesday morning. That should take us into a sunnier day Wednesday between storm systems, but it will still remain on the chilly side. So how much snow are we talking? Everybody wants to know about this. Models are fairly consistent on this as being a fairly significant snowmaker. Near and north and west of the Tri-Cities, a widespread swath of 5 to 10 inches of snowfall with isolated amounts of around a foot or more. In some cases, you can see that lighter pink color. Some spots may pick up to around a foot or more. Tri-Cities, I'm kind of in the 4 to 9 inch range. Maybe close to 10 inches there, as you see in Kearney, but that'd be close. So 4 to 9 inches is kind of what I'm thinking for the Tri-Cities, probably lower towards Hastings. And then a pretty quick drop off to the southeast, maybe a 2 to 5 inch swath right there between about Hebron and Hastings, Geneva, Hastings, that area, and then dropping off quite a bit more farther to the southeast here. So winter storm warnings are put out right now for the pink shaded counties, very appropriately kind of matching that heavier snowfall area. Starting as early as out west this evening, 6 o'clock or 9 o'clock this evening, starting out west, and then continuing until Tuesday evening, 6 or 9 p.m. Tuesday evening in the west. Central Nebraska starting early on Tuesday morning, continuing through very early Wednesday morning. These are where the heaviest snows will be. There is a possibility that a few of these counties, I would especially here, I'll circle it for you here. I think there could be a few counties, especially kind of in this swath right here, that could potentially be upgraded to a blizzard warning. It's going to be near blizzard conditions at times in some locations, so I would not be surprised to see a few counties upgraded to a blizzard warning. Probably not for the Tri-Cities, but don't quote me on that because there is a chance it could still be a little bit of a shift to the southeast. Winter weather advisory there to the southeast of the Tri-Cities. These are kind of the areas, it's kind of the buffer zone, so to speak, between the areas with very little snow to the southeast and the various areas with a lot more snow to the northeast. We're probably talking about a 2 to 5 inch range in those purple shaded counties. Some counties in dark blue are still under winter storm watches and will eventually be upgraded to either a winter storm warning or a winter weather advisory over the next several hours, sometime later on today. So there's kind of your amounts, what you could potentially be looking at. Now let's look at the temperatures the next couple of days. Today is the nicest day, 40s and 50s. Most of us in the 50s and 40s to the northwest. Here comes the colder air tonight, 20s and 30s for lows. We don't warm up much tomorrow. Highs tomorrow not much warmer than the lows this morning, or tomorrow morning I should say. So highs tomorrow, again, 20s and 30s, maybe some low 40s in the far southeast. But those temperatures will likely drop during the afternoon hours. And then as we look ahead to, sorry about that. And as we look ahead towards tomorrow night, a little chillier, teens and 20s, some single digits way out west, near zero in the panhandle. Oh, my goodness. But then Wednesday, more sunshine returns Wednesday, but it's still going to be on the chilly side, but at least it'll be sunny to help melt some snow. 20s and 30s returning for your Wednesday. So look at the long range forecast. That's the first of 2 storm systems. The first one is the more significant one for us. At least that's my thinking right now. Wednesday quiet, and then here comes the next storm system towards the end of the week, which we're going to show some maps here in just a bit, but I want to kind of just sum it up first. Thanksgiving Thursday, another round of snow projected to come through. A pretty good chance of snow. This one does not look to be as significant. This would be a lighter snow. There could still be some accumulating snow, maybe a few inches, but we're not looking at 5 to 10 inches of snowfall and more. I think we would probably be looking at more in the range of 1 to 4 inches. But again, that can still change. We saw that with this Tuesday system. As we get closer to it, we'll get a better feel for it. But right now, I think it's a lighter snow, not as heavy. The winds won't be as strong on Thursday. This is still a very powerful storm system, but I think the impacts will be greater to our north. We'll talk about that in a bit. Now, jumping into your Friday. Now, Wednesday night into Thursday, temperatures will actually start to warm up a bit towards sunrise Thursday. And then Thursday, we're not terribly cold. Friday, we're actually even warmer. Warmer air is going to move in, so I think Friday could be more rain than snow during the day for most of us. So we may not have to deal with much snow on Black Friday if you have plans. Those plans may include heading to Lincoln for a Nebraska game. Well, if you're heading to Lincoln for the Husker game against Iowa, well, it's going to be wet. There's a really good chance of rain, but it should mostly be rain. So that should not be a big travel problem unless you're parking in one of those muddy areas. Then maybe it's a little bit of a travel problem. But I don't think there should be a big snow threat on Friday. Snow should return sometime later on Friday night into Saturday as we get the wraparound moisture, the wraparound colder air coming in. So more of a snow event. At this point, does not look too significant. Snow could linger into early on Sunday. On the backside of that system, winds are going to be very strong on Sunday, and it's going to be a colder one heading into your Sunday as well. So, all right, let's look at 2 forecast models for next week, or for the end of the week here. This is the European forecast model. They're both fairly similar, actually, but keep in mind, these can still change. This is the European forecast model. I'll take it back real quick. Wednesday night into Thursday, there's Thursday morning. Again, a round of snow could drop several inches of snow, but not as heavy as the Tuesday storm system. Meanwhile, then you start to see maybe a break before rain. Yes, we see the warm air move northward, rain for Friday. And then as we get into Friday night, start to get that wraparound colder air, so rain transitioning back to snow by early Saturday, but the more significant weather will be to our north with this storm system. We may get more dry air, but eventually I think we'll see at least some snow try to wrap back in here sometime Saturday night and early on Sunday, and the winds will strengthen again. Now, the European forecast model is farther northward than the American forecast model. So here's the GFS American forecast model. Again, a round of snow coming into Thursday, Thanksgiving, could cause some travel problems. Unfortunately, a lot of our roads crews are going to be working on Thanksgiving, but I don't think it'll be as significant as Tuesday's snow. Then let's take you into Thursday night. Again, warmer air coming in, so snow transitioning to rain, mostly a rain event during the day on Friday, including in the game in Lincoln. Again, most of the snow to our north and to our west, but notice this storm system is not as far north as the European forecast model has it, so this could mean more moisture for us. Eventually, the colder air wrapping back in Friday night into Saturday. That means we're going to be looking at changing back to snow, and the snow continuing into your Sunday morning before wrapping up sometime early on Sunday morning. A lot of wind on the backside as well, but again, the biggest impacts, just like the European forecast model, this model also shows the biggest impacts being to our north up in the Dakotas. So if you have travel plans up to our north, going to get slammed up there but again, keep in mind, we're still 5-6 days away from this. This can all shift southward. And then again, on the backside of the system, stronger winds, colder air coming in as things kind of wind down. That should take us into quieter weather early next week. No big storm systems projected after this weekend for at least a little while here. As you look at the long range forecast, again, after today, lots of cold weather coming here, but as we get into early next week, which is the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of December, we may kind of inch those temperatures up a little bit as the weather gets a little bit quieter here. So again, so much going on over the next 7 days or so. Keep tuned to the forecast. Like I said, this is a good forecast right here, especially for the next 2 or 3 days. But as we get closer to Thanksgiving and the weekend, you're going to want to watch that forecast in case there are some big changes, because there can still be changes. We're still 4, 5, 6 days away from those days. Things can still change. So keep watching the forecast over the next several days to come. All right, with that, I'm going to let you all go. Thank you for watching this morning. I know I've been very long-winded, so much to talk about. We'll talk to you all again tomorrow morning. Watch Tim tonight. Watch us tomorrow morning. You'll get all the latest on the forecast. Until then, take care. Enjoy your Monday. It's going to be a good one today. God bless. Bye.